guys feeling? Yeah, you ready to keep the show going? I know you are. The next comic coming to the stage. He has written for the Huffington Post. Two times he has appeared as a dead body on Law and Order. Put your hands together for the very funny Nick DeFlo.
Keep it going for Kendra, doing a great job. Dead body, twice. Typecasting. But, so, like she said, my nickname is Mickey. It's been Mickey since I was a little kid. But I moved up to New York. I found like other people from other countries, they have like these rich traditions with their names that go back hundreds of years, you know. I met a guy last week. He said, hello, my name is Ami. In Hebrew, it means great leader of people. I said, I'm Mickey. I was a date rape drug back in the 40s. Not quite so proud. So I was raised Catholic, a pretty strict Catholic. Any other Catholics in here? And it's not easy being raised Catholic. It's, you know, it's always some church every Sunday, communion, confession, weddings, funerals. It's always something, you know. I met a guy last week. He said, asked me if I wanted to go to his atheist group. I said, I don't know. I always thought the best thing about being an atheist was you didn't have to go to any groups and shit. How's that go anyway? All right, everybody still not believe? See you next week. Doesn't seem like there'd be a whole lot to talk about, really. But I was raised by two parents who were both raised at the height of the Depression. And I don't know what's worse, actually being raised during the Depression or having to hear about it every 5 fucking minutes. My mother would put food on the table, tell you how much it cost. You left the light on, she'd go crazy. Who's wasting electric? Remember that baby shampoo, No More Tears? She used to use this other cheaper brand. Quit crying, bitch. Like, where do you find this stuff? Dollar store? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I remember the National Association to Fight Drug Abuse is encouraging parents to eat dinner with their children because it discourages drug use later on. And I'm thinking, nothing made me want to do drugs more than having dinner with these people. Where are you going? What are you doing? Did you leave the hall light on last night? Because you were seen in that general vicinity. Right? I'm like, can I be excused to go try heroin or something? I hate you people. Yeah. But kind of sad, my mom died a couple years ago, so I moved in with my dad because he wasn't doing so well, and he died a couple weeks later, and my family wasn't crazy about the message I left on the answering machine. Hi, this is Mick. I'm not here right now, and everyone else is dead. You can leave a message at the beep, but maybe you haven't been listening. True story, folks. The rest of the family was not crazy about it, but what the hell? You got to grab opportunity. I'm thinking, when's this ever going to happen again? It's probably not going to happen. Well, yeah, I went through a drug phase when I was a kid for about 20 years. I remember acid was big when we were a kid. LSD was all over the place. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and I had a friend that I used to get high with all the time. You know, I've been clean a long time now, but I had a friend I used to get high with all the time. And he says, he goes, hey, let's get high in school. Let's do acid in school. It'll be great. We'll be hallucinating, laughing our asses off. It'll be great. I said, all right. So we meet the next day before school, and we do it. First of all, we're not even in the same classes, so the whole togetherness thing didn't make much sense. And the acid was always, it always had a happy name like Blue Cheer or Orange Sunshine or something like that. You know, it's never jump out the fucking window or kill your whole family. Psych unit, no, never like a name like that. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, folks. I'll tell you what I'm tired of. People not trying hard enough to kill themselves. If you're gonna do it, come on. Oh, he took a bottle of pills, but he's in rehab now. He'll be fine. She cut her wrist, but we got her taped up. We're talking to her. I was reading where a guy, this was a couple weeks ago, a guy tied a rope around his neck, tied the other end around a tree, got in his car, stepped on the gas, and decapitated himself. And I thought to myself, bravo! Finally, bravo, buddy. Fresh new face on the suicide scene. Inspiration to us all. Unfortunately, he's gone. You don't last long in that game. Which reminds me, I was actually fired from the suicide hotline. For saying stuff like, I'm supposed to talk you out of this, but you're making some good points here. I may jump myself after this part. Listen, I gotta go. I'm starting to see why people don't like you. Hello? But I've always been fascinated by people who live like long lives, like people like in their hundreds and stuff like that. Because like even 90, 95 seems old. But what, I was reading where the oldest person in the world is a 115-year-old woman. 115. I'm thinking, what do you do at 115? Can you work at 115? I'd love to give her a job interview. So where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'm joking, there's no way. I don't think you'll make it through the interview. Now get out of here. But do you ever see how somebody died in the paper? And you think to yourself, wow, I hope that word is not on my obituary. It'll say like decapitated or something like that. So I've come up with a list of words that I hope are not on my obituary. Dental records. Unrecognizable. Darwin Award. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Traces of semen. It's not good. That is rarely good, folks. I see where the movie Jersey Boys is out now, and I love New Jersey. I love people from New Jersey, but the movie, the ad anyway, doesn't say much for Jersey people. The ad says one of the guys is saying, in New Jersey, in our neighborhood, there was 3 ways to get out. You joined the army, you got mobbed up, or you became a star. I'm thinking, how about just moving? How stupid were these people? I don't know. It's not a concentration camp, it's New Jersey. Get your shit and get out, come on. I love children, but I hate when people use children for an example for stuff, like politicians do all the time. Everything's for the children, yeah. Even regular people now. You ever hear someone say, hey, you want to get grateful? Go down to the children's hospital. Look at what those poor kids are going through. You'll quit your bitching then, pal. You'll get grateful then. And I'm like, all right, can you do that? Can you just go down to the front desk at children's hospital? Yeah, I'd like to see the children, please. Are you a friend or a relative? No, I've just been having a bad day. I was hoping maybe they could pull me out of this funk. I also don't want to babysit your kid. I love kids, like I said, but we have a couple downstairs from us. And she's an actress, he's a Wall Street guy, and they're nice people and all that. But they got a little kid, Billy, 5 years old. He's crazy. You know, yeah, at that age, they're all pretty nuts. They're all over the place. And always asking, my wife and I will babysit. And I was home one day, and she comes up and she's got Billy. Billy's standing there ready to tear the place apart, you know. And I'll do anything to get out of watching this kid, anything. So I'm standing there. She goes, "Can you watch Billy, please? Please, I have an audition, please, just for an hour." And I'm standing there. I'm wearing sweatpants. I got a bowl of cereal in my hand. The TV's on in the background. I'm clearly doing nothing. And I go, "Look, I'm a pedophile." Not even allowed this close to the school, really. She goes, "Ah, bullshit, I had to watch the kid." Love songs. Hey, that's a good segue, huh? Pedophilia to love songs, yeah. Love songs are always about like the beginning of a relationship or the end of a relationship. It's always like all of me or you keep me hanging on, you know. Nobody wants to hear, you know, songs like we fell asleep watching TV or could you please stop making that goddamn noise with your teeth? Did something just die in the bathroom? Nobody wants to hear that stuff. Yeah. Did you ever notice you walk up to somebody who's really tall? Did I do this joke? You walk up to somebody who's really tall and guess their height, and they're usually okay with it. Like you walk up to a tall guy, let me guess, 6'7", right? My friend thinks you're 6'5", I think you're taller. You can't do that with other stuff. You know, you can't walk up to somebody, let me guess, 350. My friend thinks you're 300, I think you're much better. Herpes, right? Thinks it's syphilis. Okay. I'll stop. But, yeah. I have a list here. This is the, what is this? This is the least successful pickup lines in bars. Do not use these, they don't work. Men or women. Go from number 4 to number 1. Number 4, guess who's finally crab-free and ready to rock? That will not get it. Come on, number 3, come on, this thing's not going to lick itself. Come on, you're starting to loosen up a little. Number 2, does this look infected? Number 1, let me guess, 350. So I'm married now about 9 years. I think if you're in a relationship, married or not, eventually you're probably going to ask the question, you know, just, you know, sitting around some night, maybe you're drinking, you're talking about sex, maybe you're about to have sex. How many people have you been intimate with? How many people have you had sex with? And you're not going to want to hear what my wife told me. She goes, "Oh God, I have no idea." I said, "You don't think you can maybe ballpark it for me?" She goes, "That sounds right, about a ballpark." Opening day. Wow. World Series, shut up. I get it, you got around. But they say if you live together for a while, you're eventually, you know, married or not, you're eventually going to pick up each other's habits, a little bit of each other's habits, you know. And my wife's a pretty classy woman, you know, college grad, well-traveled, stuff like that. And I'm sort of on the other end of the spectrum, I think you'd say. But she missed like a week of work a couple months ago. She was out, you know, she was constipated and stuff, she was sick. It's actually important to the story. So she goes back to work, finally goes back to work. She calls me from work and she goes, "I finally went to the bathroom." I said, "Oh, that's good." She says, "I almost filled the whole bowl." I said, "What happened to you? What happened to us? Where did we make this turn down a sickening valley? We didn't use the burp out loud. Now we're trying to make each other gag." When did that happen? Like I said, we get along pretty good. We're laying there the other night. My wife's in a great mood. She goes, tell me a secret. Tell me something about yourself nobody knows. We'll get to know each other better. Saw on Dr. Phil or something. I don't know. I said, I don't know. You know everything. She goes, come on, it'll be fun. Tell me a secret. I said, all right. Sometimes I think about killing you. That's another game we don't play anymore. Games. Of course, we don't agree on everything, even in the bedroom. For example, my wife thinks it's never appropriate during sexual role play to include a special needs character. I'm like, just wear the helmet, will you? That's how I can tell how drunk you are. We rarely go to movies anymore because it's getting so expensive in the city. It's like $14.25 a ticket last time we went to the movies, right? Oh, what are you, rich? So, but my wife loves scary movies, so I took her to see The Conjuring, or one of those, last scary one out. And so we go to see it, $14.25 each, my treat, of course. We go to the movie, and I look over about halfway through the movie, and it was kind of cute. She had her eyes closed during the scary part. I said, what, are you scared? She goes, yeah. I said, for $28.50, you should open your fucking mouth. Of course, they say men and women find different things sexy. They say women like to take their time with seduction and stuff like that, whereas men want to get right to the act, supposedly, My wife says, what do you think, you guys are the only ones that watch porn? We watch porn. I watch porn. So she's going to show me a clip, and I'm going to show her a clip, right? She shows me her clip. It's called My Secret Love. 15 minutes later, the woman's still dressed. There's a lot of lotions, oils, massage, soft music, candlelight. Mine's called Weapons of Ass Destruction. Opens up in a giant S&M sex scene. There's a lot of screaming. You can hear a German Shepherd at the bottom of the pile. It's disgusting. She goes, what about the foreplay? I go, that is the foreplay. This next scene's off the hook. But I'll end with this, folks. Anyone know the restaurant Hot and Crusty? There's one down on 14th Street, Hot and Crusty. If you're going to sink a lot of money into a restaurant, would you call it Hot and Crusty? Kind of a disgusting name. But I found out what some of the rejected names were before they come up with Hot and Crusty. Warm and Gamey, Lukewarm and Bitter, Traces of Semen, Applebee's. That's it for me, folks. You've been great.